Talk about misconnections, and it should be an interesting lesson. I have an article for us to look at so we can see what are misconnections. And then we're also going to have a discussion so about what these are and maybe share if we've ever had a misconnection with someone. And we'll see what they are, because maybe you're not sure. Right. And the website we're going to look at is posted under class resources. So you should be able to find it there. But I'll pull it up and post it in our chat. So just 1 second. All right. So welcome to class.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. All right. So it looks like we have a few students. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome, guys. Okay. So I have the website, and I'm going to post it in Burbling chat first. And now I'll post it in our class chat. All right. So is everyone able to access this website?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And before we start, does anyone know what a misconnection is? Do you have any ideas what it could be at all? No? All right, so a misconnection is usually a moment you may have with someone. So a moment you may have with someone. So have you ever been to a restaurant or stopped at the gas station or coffee shop and you met someone? So it's a moment you may have met someone and maybe had a conversation or just looked at them and had a conversation, seen them, or have seen them. And nowadays, in the past, if you had a misconnection, you never saw that person again. Maybe you see them on the train every day, so you have a moment. But in the past, before the internet, there was no way to follow through. But nowadays, we have the internet. So there are a lot of websites that are offering a chance for people to post their misconnections. And we're going to see what exactly people can post. And then we'll discuss if you guys think this is a good thing or a bad thing, or if you've ever done it and if it worked out for you. Because sometimes people do end up dating or getting married from this. All right. So would anyone like to begin reading for us at all on the website? So when I go to screen share. Okay. So how about Daniel? Would you mind starting to read for us at all?
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, how are you?
Good, how are you? So Zahara, would you mind reading for us at all?
Okay.
So we can find out.
I have to start here.
Yep, so you can see where it's highlighted in gray.
This one?
In the classroom.
Okay. In the classroom around the campus. Okay. In the classroom around the campus-centric gym, someone is watching you and they think you are cute. This kind of attention familiar to people internet in a search of misconnection with the person they thought they had a spark with, and how new website called a little.com is making a similar opportunity available specifically for university as a student. Launches on October 25. The website has teaches from more than 200 colleges and universities is United States and Canada, and China is University of Mekong join on
Michigan
November 5, becoming a second college, Meiklingen,
in
after
Michigan.
Hope, a college to have like a little page.
Okay, thank
Okay?
you.
Or
Yeah, so they name one website here, um, and maybe you've heard of it, Like a Little. So Like a Little for us is a website, likealittle.com. I'm actually pretty sure it doesn't exist anymore, but
One
it was,
question.
yeah.
Is or was?
Um,
I think
I'm
it
not,
was our website because
yeah,
this website is closed.
yeah, that's what I'm
I just
saying.
read about it on Wikipedia.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I actually went to go check the website and it wouldn't work for me, and I wasn't sure if it was because I was not in the United States or not.
hmm
You know, because my
Can you tell me what is the difference between Facebook and this website we are talking about?
yeah, exactly. So likealittle.com. Also, have you ever been to Craigslist?
Craigslist. I don't understand this word. It's a new word for me or to me.
So I'm going to label writing two websites, Craigslist.com and likealittle.com.
hmm
So Like a Little, as we know now, was a website just for colleges and universities.
hmm
And it
So
was,
this website was for students, for
yeah,
university students.
exactly. And then Craigslist.com is around the world. It's a little
hmm
dangerous to go on, but they also have a misconnection site, and it's for anyone. So not just students, adults, teenagers.
hmm
Um, and what you do is you post an ad. And usually on Like a Little, it went something like, I saw you yesterday in
hmm
the library.
hmm
You had brown hair. If I'm a
I
boy
have
talking about
brown
a girl.
hair, but I'm a little old for you.
Yeah. So you had brown hair and were wearing a red dress.
Red dress. I don't like dress.
Yeah, I'm talking about a girl. So
No matter.
most of the
I'm
time
sorry.
it was
I'm sorry.
boys talking. So you had brown hair and were wearing a red dress. You had a great smile. And then most of the time it'd be like, I'd love to meet you sometime if you see this. And then there were opportunities. So a lot of times people would post almost word for word that paragraph. And then you could go on the website and you can respond to people. And you can do that for Craigslist as well. Craigslist is a little dangerous. But also in my newspaper in town, our newspaper is called the Journal Inquirer in my hometown in the States. And there is a section where you can write and send in a missed connection. So you can also do it in your town newspaper. And they have a section of missed connections. I saw you at the gas station and you were angry and yelling because you forgot your wallet or
I'm sorry. I
something.
don't understand the word misconnection. It
Mhm.
means that you are looking for me.
Yeah, so it's a moment.
You want to find an information about my personal life, about me. You saw me
Uh,
only once, and you want to find me, right?
yeah, exactly. So you may have
But
had a moment. Have you ever
but
met someone, maybe you're sitting on a train or a bus?
I've
Maybe.
met I've met my teacher on Facebook, but I knew his name, so it was very easy to find him or her.
So the question for the class before we move on is, has anyone had a misconnection where maybe you didn't use a website to post about it, but like me, maybe you were sitting on a train or a bus and you made eye contact with someone and you had what we call like a flirtatious moment where maybe you smiled and you were like, I hope I see this person again. And then afterwards, you're like, I should have gone up to them and spoken to them. Has anyone had that happen at all?
Yeah. I
Yeah?
also, whenever I went to a market or somewhere, so I saw similar face and I talked with my husband. I saw her guy, nearby my house is walking or something. I say, no, no, he's not. Actually, he's not was. But he say, I'm, emphasizes no, because his face familiar for me. Something. This called a misconnection.
Yeah, it can be that kind of misconnection as well,
Uh-uh.
where you walk down the street. I had a similar one like that. I was standing in the metro in Paris the other day, and I looked
Uh-huh.
up, and I could have sworn the guy standing next to me was one of my good friends from Paris that I made a
Uh-huh.
few years ago. But I wasn't sure because I couldn't I hadn't seen him in a long time and I didn't know if it was him. And I didn't have his number anymore. So I was looking up and I was like, maybe I should go on Facebook and send him a message right now. So it
Okay,
can
got
be
Oh,
it.
something like that as well. So exactly, being like, oh, I may know that person. Has anyone had something like that happen to them?
Ye-
Or, yeah?
I think at high school there was a girl I didn't know even her name,
Mm-hmm.
but I know like roughly where she lives. I
Mm-hmm.
had a bicycle and I would go outside almost every day and I would look for her.
Mm-hmm.
maybe
Aw,
I maybe I would see her at the outside and I would talk to her.
yeah. That's so sweet. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're talking about. So, trying to get into that moment where you may have an interaction with that person. And misconnections, that term also implies that you have some regret. So, the internet gave you a chance, an opportunity, uh, because you didn't speak to the person when you saw them. So, you have that chance to do it online. And that's what these websites offered because for us in the United States for college, it's pretty difficult to meet someone to date with the party scene. Um, so this was trying to offer that romantic moment, but we'll see how it really works. Does anyone want to continue at all with the article?
I won.
Yeah. All right. And so I'll go to screen share, and that way we can all follow along. All right. Did you see where it's highlighted to start?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, awesome.
Well, Evan Rees,
Hmm.
CEO and co-founder of Little
Like a little.
LikeALittle.com,
Hmm.
said last month that a similar website and at another university sparked the idea for Like a Little. He said the goal of the website is to bring people in the same community who may not know each other together. Continue.
Yes, please.
Okay. We can actually make this into a social network where people around each other can connect. Say Reese, a Stanford graduated school of business alum.
And
Okay.
continue. You can
Okay.
read the
Reese.
next two, and we'll stop there.
Okay. Reese said that Reese said he and his co-founder went to work to create a site that provides users with location-based communication.
And one more. So continue with this, and then we'll
User
talk.
user user can go to websites like their college or university, identify their location on campus, and make an anonymous post
mhm.
about someone around them. Other users can uh, their respond
Respond.
respond to the other either publicly or privately. Privately.
Okay. Good job. All right. Oop, 1 second. Oop, sorry. There we go. I clicked the wrong button. Okay. So he had a student who mentioned Facebook. So does anyone, what do you think about Facebook versus Like a Little? Now that we know Like a Little is no longer a live website, what do you think happened? Do you think Facebook offered more? Because who was saying that they met their professor on Facebook? Sorry, it's one of the blue people.
Could you
There's no
say again,
picture.
please? Because
Mhm.
could you say
So,
again?
like, yeah.
Could you explain, please, again? I
She's back.
Back.
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. I've just been having some problems recently, so this may happen again, but I should be able to join the class within a minute. Sorry about that. Okay, so to repeat, so Like a Little is dead. The website no longer exists, but Facebook is growing. So what do you think were the advantages of Facebook over Like a Little? Because, so what did Like a Little offer? Did they offer a lot for the public?
Yeah, because we can easily find a lot of news, on Facebook, and also we can create a page, and whatever, we want to say to the world, we can post it there, and everyone can, understand our point, what we want to say. And I think it is I don't have a more idea about Facebook, but recently I joined and I saw it's working and it's growing, rapidly, we can say like that, huh?
Yeah. Okay, so Facebook, it's kind of personal and you have a lot of options, like Zahara mentioned. So you create your own web page, you find your friends from schools, so from elementary school up until college. You find your coworkers, you can join groups. So Facebook offers a lot. Whereas Like a Little, all they offered was a chance for you to post a comment. So think of just having a Facebook wall, and that's it. So an anonymous Facebook wall for everyone to post on. And that's all Like a Little was.
I think the biggest factor is about the amount of members. Facebook gives the same opportunities, and Facebook has thousands, millions of members, but this site, your chance is very low to find this person because of the member
Yeah,
amount.
exactly. So maybe not everyone was reading Like a Little. Like, I didn't read it all the time. I think I read it for a span of 1 month. And then, it gets kind of boring. It's the same thing over and over. Does anyone see a problem that could happen with a website like a Little or Craigslist? So a website where you can post looking for someone. Does anyone see something bad that may happen?
Of course, there are many bad things because, in my opinion, especially Americans are a little crazy because they write everything about their personal life. There are a lot of pictures from their personal life, so I wouldn't like that you gather information about me, about my private life. Do you
Yes.
agree with me?
I wouldn't say it's just Americans. I think it's a lot of younger people, so younger generation,
Not only younger.
kids in high school
Not
as well.
only younger. I've heard about situation that there was a guy who was in Secret Service, I don't remember. It was Polish Secret Service or Secret Service or Israeli Secret Service, but there was pictures on the port. It was military port.
Oh, well, I mean, no offense to him, but you're not supposed to do that. And there are privacy
Big Brother
settings.
is everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even with Burbling, if I Google my name now,
I know.
my full name, all this information comes up. Luckily, my Facebook is very private, but you're right. So maybe meeting someone on that website, as soon as they get your real name, they can track your whole history on the internet. You can get a full report. Would anyone meet someone on the internet? So there's a difference between a misconnection and online dating. So if you're on a website, I don't know if you know eHarmony or Match.com, websites that you go to specifically to create a profile and to meet someone. And they're supposed to be safer, more reliable. But would you ever meet someone for a first date or for coffee from likealittle.com or from Craigslist if they posted saying they
I
want
met
to
my
meet?
wife. I met my wife by the internet.
Okay.
She's actually my wife.
How did you meet? Like, what kind of website did you use? A dating website?
It was Polish website. It was chat. I was in my first marriage. Can I say that?
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel very bad. I had many problems, so I tried to speak with someone, and I found a very interesting girl from somewhere in Poland, in eastern Poland. And
so you used a dating website.
Not maybe dating website, but it was a chat.
Okay.
It was a chat.
Oh, okay. Interesting. That's awesome. And all right, did anyone else meet someone online, even if you're not together anymore? Did anyone use a dating website or meet through a chat or through Facebook at all?
I use Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Did you meet someone on Twitter?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So how did that work? Because I know Twitter, you follow people and they suggest people you should follow. Is that what happened? Or were you friends already?
Yeah, friend.
Friends already?
Yes.
Oh, okay, great. And yeah, I met my boyfriend on a dating website. So the trend for meeting people is definitely changing. We've had 3 people in class meet.
She's gone again.
I'm back.
I see.
I don't know what keeps happening. All right.
Don't you
So
think
yeah,
that
I don't know if.
Do you hear me?
Yep.
Don't you think
Yes.
that it can be dangerous to meet someone by the internet because you don't know about him anything? I can't tell you whatever you like, but you know nothing about my serious life, about me. I can't create my, how do you say? I need one English word. I'm not fluent. Sorry.
Personality.
Personality. So false personality. I can create my false personality.
Yeah, exactly. And that may have been a problem with Like a Little. Maybe it was a little dangerous. We don't know. Because you don't have even a profile. You just post and then you go meet if you decide to meet. So the only thing you have is chat. So what we have on the side of our screen, there's no pictures, there's no names, there's no information, just what you tell the other person.
But you told that you met your boyfriend on the internet, right?
Yes, I did. I used a dating website. And I agree. I mean, let's ask class. So how would you make an arrangement, a date, to meet someone? So to make a safe environment for yourself, meeting someone online. Can we come up with any ideas?
As I mentioned, I met my second wife on the internet. So there was a day that we wanted to meet in the real life. So we met in some city in Poland, in public. It was in the coffee shop.
Okay. Yeah.
It was very safe because there was a lot of people.
Yeah. So does anyone else have any suggestions for meeting someone on the internet in a safe environment? So not endangering yourself or the other person, just in case they are a murderer or a gangster. I don't know.
Probably, yeah, you would choose a place that is crowded, not far from the city or other people, like a crowded cafe or something like that.
Yeah.
At least in this situation, you can say, help, help.
Yeah, so I did the same that Marek did when I met my boyfriend. We met at Starbucks. So Starbucks, is always very busy. And we met on Main Street. And Main Street is the one street on campus that has all the shops. And there's people walking down it and sitting on the street, like at cafes and at restaurants. So it was a very safe environment. But I also did something else. I told my roommate at the time, I told her, I'm meeting this guy, this is his name, this is his phone number, this is his profile. And what else did I tell her? I also told her to text me an hour through, just in case it was going really bad. So I could leave. Be like, oh, I'm sorry, my roommate's locked out. So she texted me and was like, are you still alive? Yeah. And because meeting people online on a dating website, you have to meet a few more people than just one. So that was our routine. I would tell her to text me halfway through an hour through the date. And it was always coffee, so I agree. And what about, I think it was Ali Hamed? You met someone on Twitter. Did you meet in person the first time? No?
Sorry, teacher. I let her speak English.
Okay. Okay. I had a student on the left, and I thought it was you. Did you meet someone on Twitter? Was that you? Okay. All right. So does anyone else want to contribute to class conversation before we move on to the rest of the article at all? So anyone else meet someone online or have a suggestion to meet someone in a safe way?
I mean someone, but not like a girlfriend, just a friend we talk. Yeah.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Yeah, I think I meet a lot of people, but not like a girlfriend or boy. So it's like a normal friend.
Yeah.
On the website, and yeah, I'm using like communication programs like Skype or whatever.
Okay, so websites to help you just what we call network.
Yeah.
So sites to help you network. So meet people as friends, right?
Yeah.
And meet people maybe for job opportunities. Meet friends and maybe job opportunities. Has anyone heard of A Small World?
No.
A Small World? It's a website for young professionals. And so one of my, I guess you could say roommates here, she lives next door, so maybe my neighbor. she uses a small world, and so it's to help young people, so people under the age of 35, to network so they can meet other professionals in the area. And so they have fundraisers, they have get-togethers, they have drinks. For us, we're in Paris, so there's like a lot of events happening. And so it's to help you find love, work, and there's something else. Oh, and to have fun. So there's like 3 options for this website: to date, to find a job, or to just go to the events and have fun. So, all right. Okay, so I think, all right, so this is where we are, and I'm just going to highlight this part. We'll go back to the website and see what else they have to say, and maybe discuss it a little bit more. So would anyone like to read? Oops.
Yeah, but it's a little bit small.
These 4 paragraphs right here. I know it's a little small, but I can post the link again.
No, it's good now. It's clear.
It's okay. Oh, I can also zoom. Just 1 second. Okay. View. Zoom in. There we go.
Perfect.
Okay. Yes,
Oyan,
please.
you said, Oyan said she wants to read. I didn't understand.
Oh, I want to read.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
thank you, sir.
Okay.
No account is required to make or I need to. No account is required to make or respond to a post. Accounts are available to users who wish to receive notifications when a comment is made on their post or want information about posts in certain locations across campus. When responding to a post, users are randomly assigned the name of the fruit as their username. Ria said this anonymity distinguishes people in a light-hearted way. He said he is very focused on keeping the website's atmosphere positive and encourages feedback from users. Riaz also said complimentary or flirty posts are welcome on likealittle.com. People on the website often make comments admiring other students' physical appearances. But engineering...
Yep, keep going.
But engineering junior Dan Forhan, the University of Michigan's Like a Little page founding moderator, is able to comment on or take down posts that may be inappropriate.
Okay. And then just read the next paragraph as well, and that will be awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Forhan said there will be offensive or racist or overly sexual posts once in a while. But he said, like a little, employees are all actively working to remove any distasteful material to keep the atmosphere positive.
Okay. Awesome. All right, so can anyone tell me how you use Like a Little? So what happens when you, in the past, when you would go on the website?
Jesus.
You use the fruit username.
Yeah.
Basically, you don't have an account. You don't have to assign this website. You are just writing the description, like you said. I saw a person like this. He was wearing like this, and they gave us like a nickname, fruit names, and they are posting them. If somebody posts something that is like nasty, they already taken precautions. They remove them, so they keep the environment positive. At least.
So I know for our website, Burbling, our creators are always working on the website and monitoring it. So I was having problems yesterday, and you saw I got kicked out of class twice already, maybe because of my connection wasn't strong enough. And so one of the people who's working on Burbling, he contacted me on Facebook during this hour and was like, is it working okay? So they're always trying to improve the website, but these people were constantly having to read the website and monitor what was being said, which we have freedom of speech in the United States. So the fact that they were promoting freedom of speech, but then they had to go back and delete comments that they considered inappropriate so that they maintained a specific image for their website. I call that kind of like busy work. So they weren't maybe improving the website that much. They were just monitoring it, it sounds like. So constantly going back and reading comments. So you have just a website, a wall, like a Facebook wall, that has maybe a post, and then under it you have hundreds and hundreds of other smaller posts. So I feel bad for the person whose job that was to keep the comments appropriate for the audience. But yeah, so that's just one of the websites. We also had another website that was also banned, and it had problems as well because I don't know if you feel this way, but young people in general are just mean sometimes. And so we say slander. We call it slander. And that's just when people write mean comments on the internet and in person, when you say them in person. So a lot of people were slandering one another on this website like a little. So especially if they found out who the people were. Do you think that happens a lot on Facebook as well? So people making inappropriate
It depends on what kind of friends you have.
Depends on what kind of friends. Did anyone hear about the Canadian girl? And she committed suicide. I'm terrible with names. I wish I could remember her name.
So
but
she
people
committed.
actually,
She committed suicide because of what?
people bullying her on Facebook.
Bullying her. Can you explain me this word?
Bullying. So making fun of, making fun of her, making her feel bad about herself. So slandering her.
We have similar situation in Poland. There was a teenager, and as you know, teenagers are very, how do you say, violent.
They can be.
They make joke from her, and he was almost naked. It was at school. What do we call a place when you change your wear?
In the gym locker room.
Something like that. My opinion. Very well. I want to say very well. So we have a. I see. We still have a problem with connection.
Yeah, I checked my connection and my internet says it's working fine, but no offense to France, it's probably not working that great. The internet here is sometimes awesome and then other days not so much. But so yeah, sorry, gym locker room. Did you say anything else before I might have? So what did I miss?
The same.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. So yeah, we can hear you. It's soft. Okay. All right.
Good morning. during while we are waiting for the teacher. Can we speak?
Yes, we can speak, but what is the topic?
Teacher has come. She come now.
She come now.
Yeah, teacher.
I see her, but I don't hear her.
Sorry, guys. I checked my connection. I got another error. I got kicked out.
Here we go again.
But my internet is strong. Oh, yeah. We'll see if it works. It worked well for the first 30 minutes. So, connection-wise, maybe, I don't know what's happening. So let's just finish the article and finish up the discussion. So, I'll go to